Pardon me and my tone. You can't step to my throne. They ain't working like me. I did this on my own. You asking where we been, huh? I don't know where to begin, huh? All this dirt on my skin. I just came here to win. I'm more than a man, I'm a monster. Somebody call a past the doctor. I got a 6 cents for imposters. So now I'm coming for the whole roster. It's not a game, why you playing with me? You could double back, lose track, try and hang with me. It must be in my veins, something you can't tame, cause I break the chain. Can't control me. I got the power, I got the keys, cause I break the chains. They try to hold me, I'ma push back. Just wait until you see.
Welcome to the Talkin VAWLS Network. My name is Boogie Bentley. The VAWLS are back on the practice field today, but again, just kind of business as usual. It's probably a good thing. Not a whole lot of drama, not a whole lot of questions. Sure, there are some questions, but we're really not going to get answers to those until we probably get into scrimmages and into fall camp. But still going to make a video. A listener wanted me to cover this topic, so I wanted to drop this video. And I know that intro is a little long. It's a longer video, but I love it, and it goes right along with what we're going to talk about today, and that is the return of Tennessee athletics. It just feels like all things are finally starting to click. We are headed back in the right direction, and I know there has been times over the previous years where the basketball team has been good, or the baseball team has been good, or tennis, or cross country, whatever sport you want to throw out there. There are times that Tennessee is succeeding, but it seems like the three-headed monster is back, and it really kudos to Danny White. Danny White has this ship going in the right direction in just a little over a year, but a lot of that is the emergence of Josh Heupel. There is a buzz in the air when it comes to Tennessee athletics, so we're going to take a look at some numbers, but as always, do me a favor, go ahead and smash that like button just below the video. It's quick, it's free, it's easy. It helps the channel. Also, if you're new to the Talkin VAWLS Network, welcome. We're not experts. We're not insiders. We are fans just like you. So if you like what we do here, make sure you subscribe. Click that bell for notifications. You won't miss out when we go live or when we drop a video. So again, let's take a look at this article. A to Z Sports Nashville. And again, a listener last night during the live stream asked if I would cover this topic. They sent me the link. More than happy to take a look at it. This is written by Zach Reagan. New evidence that Tennessee Vols are determined to dominate the SEC in every sport. It says here the Tennessee Vols are absolutely not messing around when it comes to athletics. UT has been a national punchline for over a decade when it comes to most sports, but that's rapidly changing under athletic director Danny White. According to Football Scoop's John Bryce, Tennessee proposed a new budget this week that includes significant commitments to upgrading multiple UT athletic venues. The budget includes $7 million for Neyland Stadium maintenance, and that's in addition to the current upgrades that are taking place. And look, I get it. I know some people are not happy with the upgrades going on at Neyland, going to dip down below 100,000 in attendance, but Tennessee has sold out. Prior to the Ole Miss game, you got to go back to the Butch Jones era to find a sellout inside of Neyland Stadium. Sure, it's fun. It's nice to have bragging rights. That stadium is still going to be electric, even though it's a little under 100,000. But Danny White, he's a visionary, man. It's all about the game day experience. Of course, you have to succeed on the field, but it's also about fan experience, whether that be at Neyland Stadium, Thompson Bowling Arena, or as we see here, says it also includes $56.8 million for Lindsey Nelson Stadium, home of the Tennessee baseball team. Goes on, additionally, the budget includes $28.3 million for the new Thompson Bowling Arena Club inside the Vols basketball arena. Also money in the budget proposal for new indoor track facility, the Thornton Athletic Center, Jones Aquatic Center, the volleyball program, and the tennis program. In total, there was $200 million requested for athletics in this proposal. But the thing about Danny White is, you go back when he first arrived on campus, He is a fundraiser. He had success at Central Florida. He is known for fundraising, and that's when he launched the My All campaign. And one of the first things he said when he launched that My All campaign, what does Tennessee athletics need to look like 5 and 10 years from now? How do we regain our stature as a dominant college athletics brand in the Southeastern Conference and across all the country? And look, I get it. I get it. Some of you old timers, some of you VFL, some of you guys that have been around forever, you may not like Danny White. You may not like his thought process. You know, some people, we joke, some people call him Disneyland Danny because of all the gimmicks, the changes that he's making to Neyland Stadium. But guess what, guys? This ain't the good old boys club anymore. Fulmer's out. The good old boys are gone. We cleaned house. It's about the future. It's about moving forward. You talk about how Tennessee athletics have sucked. You know, some of the people in this fan base are just so negative, and they talk about how terrible this program is, and same old song and dance. We're never going to get better. We're awful. Just woe is me, the misery in this fan base. So if it's not worked for the last 2 decades, why is it going to work moving into the future? Let's go with Danny White. Let's go with a businessman. Let's go with somebody that's going to think outside the box. And let's get Tennessee back on top of the SEC where they belong. But again, going back to the My All campaign and fundraising, look at some of Danny White's accomplishments in his 5 years at Central Florida. I pulled this off of the Central Florida website. It says UCF student athletes have earned an overall GPA of at least 3.2 for 8 consecutive semesters and at least 3.0 for 26 consecutive semesters. There's going to be an ongoing theme here. A record. It says it is a record. 302 student athletes from UCF were selected to the 2019-2020 AAC All-Academic Team. Here's another stat for you. Every UCF team competing in head-to-head sports posted a winning record the past 3 seasons. We are the only program in the country to accomplish that feat. So the people out there that get mad that I just focus on football, or we cover basketball, we cover baseball, but not all the other sports, Danny White is here to have success in every program. Again, UCF, the only program in the country competing in head-to-head sports to post a winning record the past 3 seasons. Talks about UCF's football team claiming a national championship, played in 2 New Year's Six bowls. This is Central Florida we're talking about, guys. And when people want to go back and talk about Josh Heupel, they want to talk about his inability to recruit, which we're seeing that's all a lie anyway. We're seeing the reality of it now at Tennessee. Central Florida doesn't quite recruit the way that Tennessee does. And that's why Josh Heupel's numbers read the way they did. He had the very similar success to Frost before him and the trend for recruiting at Central Florida. People like to talk about Josh Heupel never recruiting a 4-star. Yeah, that's because he was at Central Florida, but they still played in 2 New Year's Six bowls. Goes on to say the men's and women's basketball teams earned NCAA tournament bids in 2019, and every team has been ranked in the top 25 at some point during the past 5 years. Here's where it gets into fundraising. At Central Florida, they raised more than $35.5 million in gift commitments and $17.4 million in cash gifts during the 2019-2020 year. Both numbers were records. Again, that is what Danny White does. He raises money and it's fundraising. That is what his specialty is. Goes on to talk about the $56.8 million requested for Lindsey Nelson is particularly important. Tennessee has the best baseball team in the country right now, which means other programs are going to continue to covet VAWLS head coach Tony Vitello. I don't think he's going anywhere, but having this money designated for Lindsey Nelson upgrades will help make sure the UT head coach doesn't leave for another job. Upgrading Lindsey Nelson is something that's been very important to Vitello in recent years. The budget is approved. It would represent a colossal commitment by Tennessee to athletics. This is the type of commitment that elite programs make to athletics. That is something VAWLS JP used to say on this channel all the time. It drove me crazy. Are they committed to winning? Are they going to do what it takes? It is clear Danny White is determined to make Tennessee elite in every way possible. I know I threw a lot of numbers, a lot of stats at you guys. Hit that comment section. Let me know your thoughts. Are Tennessee athletics on the way back under Danny White. What did you think of the Danny White hire when it first took place compared to now? Are you happy with where we're at? Are we headed back in the right direction? Hit that comment section. Let me know. If you have not done so yet, please smash that thumbs up on the way out the door. Also, go check out the official merchandise of the Talkin VAWLS Network. You can go to bonfire.com/store/Talkin VAWLS. Any merch you pick up, we would greatly appreciate it. Again, that is bonfire.com/store/Talkin VAWLS. The link to that will be in the description below as well. Still on that membership drive, trying to add members to the channel. Had a lot of people asking about it over the last week. If you were on an Apple product or an iPhone, it does not show up. There should be a join button down below, right beside subscribe. If you're on an Apple product, iPhone, it does not show up. You have to go to your internet browser on your phone, sign into YouTube, and then you can join. Then when you go back to the app, you'll be a member and you'll have access to custom Talkin VAWLS emojis. You'll have access to fan call-in shows, all kinds of perks, and we appreciate that support. But that's going to do it for this one. This is the Talkin VAWLS Network. My name is Boogie Bentley. Go Big Orange.